We have breaking news just into our newsroom. Investigators have made an arrest and filed charges after Harris County Deputy Darren Goforth, pictured here, 47 years old, was shot and killed last night while pumping gas in the northwest part of Harris County. Hi, everyone. I'm Chris Stipes. We streamed a news conference online at myfoxhouston.com just minutes ago. Harris County Sheriff Ron Hickman announcing this arrest and charges against Shannon J. Miles, now charged with capital murder. Our reporter Andrea Watkins is there. She was at the press conference. You will hear her ask many questions. We will now show you that entire news conference. Take a look. He has a previous criminal history with charges including evading detention, resisting arrest, trespass, disorderly conduct with a firearm. The big question tonight is why? Because if you haven't been watching the news for the last 16 to 20 hours, I want to fill you in on exactly what happened. Deputy Goforth was filling up his patrol car with gasoline at a Chevron station in northwest Harris County on West Road and Telge when a man walked up behind him, unprovoked, shot him multiple times. As the deputy fell to the ground, the man, the cold-blooded killer, walked up again and shot him again and then took off. That sparked this countywide manhunt for the suspect. And now about 16 hours later, they have made an arrest. Describe, if you could, what neighbors have said. I don't know if you've had a chance to talk to any of the neighbors, but you have that many police cars surrounding a house. What's been the reaction there and the tone as far as you could tell? If you spend any time on social media, you will see it. I even posted my thoughts of being out at the scene yesterday, and you would be amazed. It would almost break your heart to see some people going on in this very sensitive time saying very crude things about the police. Today, the DA and the sheriff took a stand as they asked for information and the public's help. This is when they were pleading for information, somebody to come forward, give us more information. At the same time, I want to be clear, while there is that negative rhetoric out there, there's obviously an overwhelming flow of positive messages sent out to law enforcement. In fact, the sheriff mentioned that he was overwhelmed. That's a quote, overwhelmed by the support from the community, people they do not know reaching out to bring food and water and, to be perfectly frank, just support as they were doing their manhunt yesterday and as they are enduring this incredible, tragic loss. I don't know if there's a better way to put it for the 4 million residents of Harris County, the 4,000 employees of the Harris County Sheriff's Office, as well as the other thousands of people in local law enforcement. Right now, we want to continue our team coverage. We have much more still ahead. A vigil, we understand, will be held at that Chevron gas station over on West Road in northwest Harris County, where Deputy Goforth was shot to death. That starts at 7 o'clock tonight. He was a 10-year veteran of the Harris County Sheriff's Office, a married father of 2 young children. It broke my heart when I saw their pictures. 12 years old, his daughter, 5 years old, his son, and they got the news that their father will never be coming home. Fox 26's Dominique Keith has more tonight on how people are remembering the deputy. Okay, here it is, breaking news. This is the first video of accused cop killer Shannon J. Miles, 30 years old. This is video we just took moments ago, quite literally, from the Harris County Sheriff's Office location on Lockwood in northeast Houston. You can see his hands are handcuffed behind his back. They're loading him into a sheriff's SUV. We understand he's going to probable cause court for an appearance tonight. And we're back after this.
Chemical leak in the upper part of the Houston Ship Channel. Good evening, I'm Melinda Spalding.
And hi everyone, I'm Chris Stipes in for Don tonight. The shelter-in-place order has since been lifted. Randy Wallace live tonight to explain what happened. Randy, what did happen? Randy, thank you. Another big story we're following right now. He is being let out on bond. The MD Anderson pediatric oncologist told FBI agents that he confessed to priests that he was addicted to child pornography and tried to quit. That's just a portion of the many revelations that came out of his court appearance today. Fox 26's Katie McCall live tonight in Galveston with more. Katie. Tonight, an HPD motorcycle officer continues to recover at the hospital while investigators are still trying to figure out who shot him in the back. Officer Terry Smith is in stable condition at Memorial Hermann and is expected to make a full recovery. The nearly 20-year HPD veteran had just finished a traffic stop at a Sears parking lot near Midtown Tuesday evening. Police say the driver is described only as a black man and the passenger is described only as a pregnant woman. They drove away when shots were fired, hitting Officer Smith from behind. If you know anything about this shooting, call Crime Stoppers. The number is always 713-222-TIPS. The search is on tonight for a group of guys who took an ATM, if you can believe that, from a convenience store over on Parker Road. They smashed their van through the front doors and got inside of the store early this morning. They were in and out in just minutes, loaded up the ATM and took off. All said and done, the clerk was not hurt. An elderly man and his dog are dead after they were locked inside of his sports car. Port Arthur police say 72-year-old James Rogers didn't know how to manually unlock the 2007 Corvette that he recently bought. He went to check on his dog in the car Monday morning after stopping at a restaurant. Investigators believe a car cable became loose after Rogers got in and shut the door with no power to operate the horn or the locks. The man and his dog are believed to have died of heat exhaustion. We are your traffic authority. Live look outside with one of our Houston TransStar cameras. This is 288 South at Orem. Traffic is backed up. It's been this way for a little while. An accident just cleared, so if this is part of your commute, be advised, it's going to take a little time. We're trying to figure out the dynamics of how that scam went down.
The old switcheroo. And I was thinking, well, we got to pull off the old switcheroo from time to time in the weather department, because look who's here.
Watch out behind you. Hang on, there's a giant wasp.
Mothra. Yes, Mothra is invading the city. I was hoping he was going to go away just in time for my my weather presentation.
He's right behind you. Don't move.
Welcome, meteorologist
Yes,
Mike Iskovitz, one of our Gulf Coast weather authorities.
Thank you. Yes, and we are watching some rain out there actually on the.
Scientists believe people may gain weight under certain stress, and some people may lose it as a result of stress.
I got to find a new excuse for my belly. This is a cool story. Service dog throws himself in front of a school bus to protect his blind owner. Yesterday, Figo, there's Figo, the golden retriever, and his owner, 62-year-old Audrey Stone, were crossing the street in Brewster, New York, when they were actually hit by a mini school bus. Witnesses say Figo purposely put himself between Stone and the oncoming bus. Stone did suffer a broken ankle, elbow, and ribs, and a head wound. Figo underwent surgery and has a leg splint. 2 kindergartners on the bus were not hurt. The driver says he never saw Stone and Figo.
This is Fox 26 News at 5 p.m.
Well, whether we'd like to admit it or not, there are dark secrets in many families.
Dark secrets that begin with grooming some young people for sexual abuse, leaving many damaged for life. Fox 26's Isaiah Carey in depth tonight, showing us 2 extreme cases. Quite a miracle. Coming up, we've got a story for you about a parking lot. Parking lot? Boring, right? Wrong. This one's different.
This one on Houston's East End is the original Ninfa's on navigation. Has been a Houston landmark for decades now, and now it's going to be known for more than just great Mexican food.
Let's stress the great Mexican food, one of my favorite places. Photojournalist Matt Mateka showing us how the restaurant is using new green technology to fix a common problem in our part of Houston: flooding. Now moving on to something completely different. You've heard of fighting fire with fire. How about helping art with art?
Sounds interesting. And Fox 26 is your Gulf Coast weather authority.
It's way cool. This is meteorologist Mike Iskovitz. I'm surprised to see you still awake right now. This is usually your bedtime.
Pretty rare, yep. But I'm very, very happy to be here.
Find out which part of the country is under a health warning because of the blazing sun. That's tonight on Fox 26 News at 9.
I thought it was Houston.
Not us.
It's not us.
That's a hint. All right, well, that'll do it for us for Fox 26 News at 5.